Hey guys, so we want to talk about women's issues. I get a lot of calls, a lot of texting, a lot of communication each day with women wanting to take charge of the next phase of their lives. And more as I dialogue with women, I realize that they don't understand themselves inside of how it is that their body works. So we just want to give a little clarity to that. All right, my name is Wendell Rankin. Good afternoon, good night, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is a 10 minutes to 15 minutes video on women's issues. Let's shoot. There are 3 cycles to the human construct. There's anabolic, that's between birth to about age 25, where your pH, which is, by the way, pH really gets to mean potential hydrogen, and it's a balance between your acidity and your alkalinity. I hope I'm not getting too technical, right? So think in terms of a ruler. To the far left there's 0, to the far right there's 14. In the middle of that ruler is 7. 7 is rainwater. Between 7 and 14 we're talking about alkalinity, and between 0 to 7 we're talking about acidity. Blood pH, the human blood pH should be between 7.2 to 7.4, ideally 7.365. If your blood pH is 7.365, you don't get sick. Write it down. If your blood pH is 7.365, you don't get sick. Get that? 7 is about rainwater. Below 7 is acid. Listen to this. So between birth to about 25, you're 7.7. Your body is trying to find balance, right? Between 25 to 40, we call that homeostasis, where you actually achieve balance, right? And your body should be about your pH balance should be about 7.2 to 7.4. Watch me now. Between 40 to death, we call that catabolic. That's when the pH falls below 7. Incidentally, what you need to know is that all diseases occur with a pH balance of less than 7. So the headaches, the tummy aches, the joint pains, the swellings, the inflammation shows up when the body has a pH of below 7, because below 7 is acid. What's funny about acid? When you are acidic, you create more mucus. Get that? And the mucus shuts down the flow of oxygenated blood and nutrients to the cells. That's when you begin to age. Now, women who get to 40 and beyond, you is who I want to pay attention to for the next 8 minutes or so, right? What you need to understand is the functionality of your body depends on estrogen. Write it down. Depends on hormones, right? The 2 main hormones for the female is estrogen and a thing called progesterone. They are the 2 main hormones that deals with fertility and the reproductive system. As you age, the estrogen and the progesterone is compromised. So the older you are, is the more you need to find ways to balance the estrogen and to balance the progesterone in your body. One of the things that we know that compromises estrogen and progesterone is stress. The level of stress literally determines what happens to your progesterone and your estrogen level. Get that? So that you want to manage your stress level. Alright? One thing that we also notice is that in your reproductive years, let us say between a woman is capable mentally, physically, and emotionally capable to have a child, let us say between 18, 19, all the way up to, let's say, 40. 45 by reason of strength. My wife is 42 and she's pregnant with her first son, right? Well, let us say 18 to 45. Anything over that right? As a matter of fact, for the Western world, we say if you're over 35 as a woman and you're attempting to have a child, we call that high risk. Here's why high risk. It's a part of the Western world. In the Eastern world, the Japanese, Singapore, Chinese, the Chinese women don't menopause, you know. Listen to this, guys. Up to 10 years ago, there was no word in the Japanese alphabet equivalent to the English word menopause. Because they don't menopause. You know that? The Japanese women don't menopause. They have a bush that they drink. It is called dankwa. We actually spell it Tangkuei, but other spellings of it is Dongqua. Dankwa. Just like how we pick mint and Cersei, then pick mint, then pick dankwa, and fuse it, brew it, and drink it. And I'm telling you, they don't menopause. So in China and Japan, you have women who are 60 and getting pregnant, and it's a regular thing. And it's just, you know. But in the Western world, if you're 35 and get pregnant, say, oh my God, high risk. Here's why it's high risk. Because of the way we consume our foods. Let me give you a trick. Like for instance, in China, one of the main staples for the Chinese is white rice, don't? But their rice, they don't cook it like ours. Right? Here they do it. Here's how they do it. They boil the rice, throw off the starch water, and what's left, they base it down. We baptize the rice with water and cook it all the way down. So all the starch, that white sticky substance that has no protein, gets into our colon and causes our colon to rot, causing things like cancers. You get that? So one of the things that we demonstrate with respect to managing menopause is how to eat more nutritionally such that your body is able to mitigate these diseases and you have better control over how your estrogen and progesterone is balanced. Right? Now, when a woman starts experiencing menopause, it's almost like saying it's not something that we can altogether get rid of because it's a part of a life cycle. But what we can do is to position ourselves and poise ourselves in such a way that our lifestyle and our nutrition can mitigate, listen to this, mitigate the symptoms of menopause. So things like the mood swings and the tenderness of the breast, and this one is a big one. A lot of women over 40 have lost their drive for sex. A lot of women over 40 have lost their drive for sex. They are no longer feeling a need for sex. And when they get to this stage of their lives, the men in their lives don't understand. Because, you know, they say, one of the ways to hide things from black people is to put it in writing. We don't read as a nation. So we're not au fait with certain operations of our bodies. And so if we don't have the understanding, we don't know how to correlate with each other, and it creates a breakdown. One of the things that we demonstrate, right, listen to this, is how to take care of our bodies before we get to 40, such that after 40, we're good. There is a famous saying, life begins at 40. Have you ever heard that? Life begins at 40. Let me explain what that means. At 40, you're at the next stage of your life. So we talked about stage 1, 0 to 25, anabolic, stage 2, 25 to 40, homeostasis. Stage 3 is 40 to death. That's catabolic. That's when the body begins to break down. So what you really want to do is to feed the body in such a way that the breakdown is mitigated. You cannot prevent it, but you can manage it, you can restrain it, you can pull it back like that. Those are good words to use, right? So we have 8 steps plan, right? And I'll quickly go through the steps. Fruits, vegetables, rest, water, exercise, stress management, detoxification, and nutrition. Let's go again. It's fruits, vegetables, rest, water, exercise, stress management, detoxification, and nutrition. Alright? Now if you want specific instruction around those 8 steps, give us a call. What I want to leave you with tonight is this: the ill effects of mood swings and not feeling your sense of self, your sense of femininity. Doesn't have to be the way it is if you understand that there are things that you can do to literally mitigate these things. Right? Menopause is a must. There are some ladies right now that we have on programs that are going through menopause, whose family members, when they look at them, living with them and cohabiting with them, they don't believe it. They don't believe it. Here's why. Because the symptoms that they're experiencing, these persons that we have on programs, not experiencing these symptoms that they're from. So that's what I said. You can't prevent it, but you can mitigate how your body responds to the mood swings and the tenderness of the breast and the no sex drive and all those things, right? By just looking at your lifestyle and how you eat. That's it, guys. It's right there, right? So we're more than willing to sit with you and go through a profile that will first of all look at your biometrics, right? And then we'll look at your meal plan. We'll also look at your lifestyle. There are some persons who have a hectic lifestyle that is causing more stress than normal, and they don't know. When you're stressed, you're creating more, we call it stress hormone, things like adrenaline and cortisol. Those things slow down your metabolism and cause you more anxiety or stress. You want things like endorphins. When you exercise and feel good, those are happy chemicals, right? There is a way to induce those kinds of chemicals than the ones like cortisol, which slows your metabolism and get you grumpy and miserable all the time, right? And it's a hormone situation. So you by yourself, it's going to be difficult for you to thread through, but we'll hold your hand and show you, all right? So the first thing you want to do is take our number 876-236-9052. We'd like to do a profile with you. We also offer this thing called a quantum magnetic analyzer. It's a handheld device that we do a scan of all the organs in your body. It has an 89 to 95% accuracy, and it's not a prognosis nor a diagnosis, but it's analyses that we get to look at the internal organs and to see what's happening. It's a huge thing inside of helping us to design a plan for you. My plan can't be your plan, and your plan can't be my plan. We have to have a plan that's designed for you that will help you achieve your goals. All right? So we want to sit with you, go through a profile that can help you achieve that which you want to achieve. For the benefit of those persons who have a weight situation, it's all the same thing. If you're eating more calories than you burn, you're not paying attention to, good quality rest, you're not properly hydrated, then your system is going to be out of equilibrium and you're going to suffer. So we want to help you with that. 876-336-9052. That's 876-336-9052. Give us a call. Let's sit with you, help you, because we know that the menopause thing is not easy, especially for our black brothers, our black sisters. Andropause is the equivalent to the men, right? Men over 40. One lady called me, she said, I don't understand what's happening to my husband because he's attempting to do things that I thought he would have left off in his 20s and 30s. She don't understand that menopause and andropause can be confusing if you don't understand it from a psychological perspective. So I want to help you with that, right? 876-336-9052. Give us a call. Let's talk. There are programs that we can put you on to help the body to mitigate this period until you're able to get your breakthrough. And we've been doing this for 20 years, guys. We've been to the moon and back. We know the things to do. We know the conversations to have. And if we don't have the answers, we have the requisite individuals that we can call that will give us the answers that will really help us to move this thing to another level. All right? We're more than happy to help you. All right? So give us a call, 876-336-9052. It's going to be magical. It's going to be fantastic. 2023 is going to be a better year. So I really want you to pay attention to what is happening All right, so give us a call and we'll definitely help you. All right, God bless you.